Okay, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. Today I just took two random trees out of my growing ground, and these are Zelkovas that I just let them grow. I plant multiple trees in the pot, and they go kind of randomly. And today I would like to combine them into a forest. I think there's a great deal of interest in forests. In fact, maybe I can do separately one video, well, in the same video, but try to make a small forest in a sense of, and then adding more to it to make a bigger forest to show you how the process makes. So I think in very shortly, in a few weeks, you should be able to order Zelkova pre-bonsai. That you can order as many 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 to make into your own clump, or take cuttings from the ones you buy from us to grow into a clump. So let me show you the process. Easy one first. Let me do a small clump first. So let me take this one away and then work on this one to make it into a small forest, and then I'll add the other one to make it into a bigger forest. So in fact, what I will do is I will try to break it up into the tree individually. Or for that matter, I can just use this the way it is now, and to use as it is. So, like if I put this tree in a pot, and I'll say if I pull this one farther apart and pull this one out to get it in the right angle, and then this one upright, and this one upright. I think I have a decent forest. Not great for a quick start, but you can see it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 trees. Although the bonsai book taught me that it's really better to have an odd number, because odd number is basically asymmetry, makes it a lot more artistic. But in the meantime, let me overlook that and just make it into forest. In fact, let me make it into a forest of 5. So I right now I'm actually pulling it to shape the overall look of the tree of the forest. And then, in fact, I would say this one, I like an odd number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take this one out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I take this one out to make it into a separate tree or use it for another forest. Zelkova, a very hardy tree. They don't need too much roots to grow. If you compensate it by cutting off branches. So I'm cutting enough big roots so that I can pull it apart. So like this tree, I cut off from the clump. So it's a lot of root loss. It had much longer root growth. So to compensate for that, I will cut it off, let's say here, in fact. Let this come up, and that become the apex. So in fact, I just cut off here. Then the tree, I'm saving it. It will never die. So there's very little leaves left, and therefore whatever that's there should be able to, the roots that's remaining should be able to support this little tree that I just propagated. Now, I have this tree I can fit into this bonsai pot, and I do a little adjusting of the tilting and clean up a bit of the mess. Then I got it. So now, the skinnier tree should be shorter, So I cut it off here. This one is longer, so it should be about this height. And being at the edge, I can tilt out a little bit to seek light, pretend to seek light. And then this one's the one in between. And then this one is pretty thick, so I keep it quite high. And then this one is really thick. I like it to root out here to grow up, so I will cut it back here. So now I now have a rough outline of a forest. You can see, kind of when it fills out, it will fill out in about 6 months. It should look reasonable. And so, but the angle isn't exactly right. The roots are okay because Zelkova has a tendency of a very nice outreaching root. So it's not going to be a problem, the fact that we started with a sapling. There are two ways you can go. You can put it back in a growing pot, let it grow the next level of ramification and cut it again. But for the sake of demonstration, what I'll do is I'll put it in this slightly thicker height bonsai pot. And then what happens is that after it mature in a year or two, I put it in a much shallower bonsai pot, much bigger span, to give the feel of span. But in the meantime, I use a slightly thicker pot to make it easier for me to maintain, not worrying about drying out so much. And of course, in all the pots, I will put in our root pruning screen. So some people would break up this and comb out the roots individually. That means separate out the tree and put it back again. But I prefer not to do that. That's too much work. So what you can do is you can take a saw. The potting soil is relatively easy to cut through without rocks and stuff on much anyway. And so you can get to the right height quite easily. So bonsai is a gentle art. When you look at finished bonsai, very serene, but you can be pretty rough with it while you're making it using electric chainsaw and all that. In this case, I'm just using a pruning saw to cut off the root ball to the right height. Now, if you put it in the pot, bonsai pot, and get it to the right height, you can see this is a clump style or forest style bonsai. I'm being very rough with it. When I really do the repotting, I'll be very gentle, very careful. But just to show you the idea of what a tree would look like by putting in the soil approximately, you can see when it fills up, this will be a reasonable small forest of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees. And to that, you can add as many as you like to make it into a 12 or 14 or whatever the number. So, for example, I have this one, I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees. And what I can do, for example, is to cut again this to clean off the mess. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees added to another 5. So I can take out one, let's say add 4 out of this one into this. I'll have 9 trees. And I can combine the two, make it into a much bigger bonsai. But I tell you what, I will save this tree for next time. When I do the update of this, I work on this and combine them into a clump of a forest of 9. That's more substantial. But you can see it's really easy. What you do is you get multiple. For example, you can do cuttings, and you can plant them, many of them in a pot. And when they grow up, you can put them in a bigger bonsai pot, and you have an instant forest. It's really easy. A lot of people like to do forests, and it's probably one of the easiest to do for beginners because shape is not very important because you have the number to overcome the focus on the shape. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I encourage to make a forest. You can use our pre-bonsai material or do your own cuttings. Use our good select material and then do cuttings from those. And so you have a uniform forest. So please click like if you feel I'm informative and tell a friend to sign up for our channel to learn about this great bonsai hobby that's very beneficial. Many, many reasons, from health to working with children to bonding with old folks, whatever. Okay, so enjoy your bonsai in the meantime, and please stay in tune. I see you next week.